The fact that he took a knee twice in his last fight because the guy put pressure on him makes me feel very confident going into this fight.
See, the difference between Chad Mendes before and the Chad Mendes now is he got a beautiful family. He's not willing to die in that ring. I am.
You know, this is a fight that I've become obsessed with, and when I become obsessed with something, I get very dangerous. So this is a guy that I'm gonna break. This is where Papa stands when he's shooting. My life, the last 3 years since fighting, man, I've had my hands on a lot of different things. Started a couple businesses, still been training and keeping in shape. Actually been talking back and forth with Bare Knuckle now for a while, just trying to figure things out. But just staying in shape, I kept the training up, especially the boxing stuff, just because that's something that's, you know, really always intrigued me outside of wrestling. But yeah, we started a company, a beef company. We started Fins and Feathers back in 2015, and then also a rub and cookbook company, The Provider. So I've been having my hands full with that, and then also a family. We just had our second daughter. So life has been crazy in a good way, but definitely balls to the wall. Want some antelope? See if that's too hot. That might be too hot. Is it all right?
Uh-huh.
Good?
Not like he went to the house.
It might be bugs.
Hiya! Hiya!
Good. You want to show them your ninja punches?
No.
No? You want to see Papa Ninja Punch?
Yeah.
It's been pretty crazy over the last couple months training with a family. This is actually my very first training camp ever with kids involved, and it was kind of one of the main reasons, not the reason, but one of the reasons for my retirement from the UFC. I ended up stepping away right before we had my first daughter. And mainly I just knew that it was going to be very difficult with everything else I had going on, trying to train and raise a family. But ended up having my first daughter, and she's to the point now where, you know, things are smoothing out and I can actually focus a little bit more. We did just have another one 8 weeks ago. So we're kind of still in that phase where things are easier. But yeah, it's definitely a lot more tough, a lot tougher than just training and killing myself in the gym and then going home and being able to relax and take a hot shower, eat some food, and recover. It's, you know, hard work in the gym straight to nonstop as soon as you get home. So that's the life. I know a lot of fighters leave for their training camps and you know, 8 weeks, 9 weeks, 10 weeks, they'll be away from home. But I didn't really want to do that. I love my family and wanted to be here for them as much as I can. So it's definitely something that's been a challenge, but I think we're figuring it out.
All right, guys, time. Get some water.
I'd say the only thing that I've really changed is the focus. You know, it's going from fighting in the UFC where you're training kickboxing, boxing, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, strength and conditioning, all your recovery, you know, everything's kind of spread out across the board. So I feel like you can't really put 100% of a focus into any one specific thing because you have to focus on so many different things, where this is boxing, you know, which has been awesome for me. You know, when I got obsessed with wrestling, which, you know, happened at a young age, I feel like I would make huge improvements when it's focusing on one specific discipline in a very short amount of time. And that's kind of what I've felt in the last few months with boxing. You know, it's something I feel like I'm obsessed with right now. I love learning. It's one specific discipline. And I mean, really, I've been training boxing now for 11 years. I've never fought and competed in a straight boxing fight, but I mean, I spar with some of the top guys in the world here, either boxing or MMA, and I've been doing that my entire career here. So I feel confident, I feel comfortable, and like I said, everything is flowing, everything's coming together. I feel like I've made major improvements in a very short amount of time, And I'm excited to get in there and test it, test out all the hard work that I've put in, all this obsession that I've been with here the last few months, and let my hands go and get in there and see how I do. So February 19th can't come soon enough.
Counter with the check. What do you check? I'm telling you, you catch a nigga slipping with that check. Oh, good job. Upstairs, downstairs. Don't get lackadaisical. Stick to the plan. You just gotta touch him. You gotta be on defense too. He can't be our offense the entire time.
Prior coming to BKFC, I was a pro boxer. I went 4-0. And I was always in between music and fighting, and I never gave one all the full attention, and now that I have, it's blossoming.
Do you love me now? I speak for the people living with broken smiles, and if I'm gone, hold the words to my songs. Don't be crying now, I'm happy, let my spirit live on.
Yeah, I mean, everything was 50-50, so I never, like I said, I never gave my career full force my attention, whether it was music or fighting. And I set aside the music for now, simply because I manifested everything that's happening. I manifested my position that I'm at, I manifested who I'm fighting, I manifested the team that I got now, and I understand my purpose. My purpose is to get on this platform, do what I have to do, and then fall back into music when I'm ready.
What's my purpose? Tell me what's my purpose. I be crying at night and then be hard on the surface. You don't know what I go through inside my heart. I ain't perfect. I swear to God that I'm trying. It don't help that women hurt me now.
Why do you feel that you came into BKFC with such a place to finish in your first fight, and then you suffered loss by unanimous decision?
Because I was in Cancun for like 2 weeks prior, if I'm being honest. I didn't really give, I needed that loss. Simply because of the fact that I needed to understand my position. I needed to understand my role as a king and understand the opportunity that I got, you know? I came out of that fight off my couch, and I wasn't taking it serious, and now I am, you know? This training camp, there's no excuses.
The fact that he's making excuses about going on vacation before his last fight as a way for him to lose, it just shows his mental capacity right there. So, yeah, I mean, I hope he's training hard because I want this to be a good fight. I want him to show up. I want him to be there. This is a fight that I put a ton of effort and energy into. Tons of time away from my family, being in here in the gym during some very tough times. Please just show up to the fight, please.
I respect everything Chad Mendes has done, but this is his first boxing match. He's taking me very lightly, and I want him to. I want him to believe that he's gonna take me on that first round.
The fact that he took a knee twice in his last fight because the guy put pressure on him makes me feel very confident going into this fight. This is a guy that doesn't know what adversity is, and this is a guy that can't get through adversity. This is a fight I'm gonna go out there, I'm gonna break this dude. I can guarantee he's never seen or felt anybody like me in there.
Man, he's gonna come in and get a check. That's what Chad's here for, a check. So come in and get that check. The ending of his legacy is the start of mine.
The first and foremost reason why I fight is to get those big paydays, but don't let that mistake you for me not wanting to win. I've been putting in more work than this opponent has ever done in his entire life in the last year.
Chad's gonna come out the first round swinging. He's gonna see that I'm still in the second and third. Chad is gonna overcommit to his right hand, and he's gonna fall into something. And when he drops and the world sees that I just dropped Chad Mendes, I'm gonna break him. See, the difference between Chad Mendes before and the Chad Mendes now is he got a beautiful family. He's not willing to die in that ring. I am.
You know, this is a fight that I've become obsessed with, and when I become obsessed with something, I get very dangerous. So this is a guy that I'm gonna break.